Well, hello. Thank you for joining me. These are the announcements for the Tomorrow River Lutheran Parish for April 9th, 2023. That is Easter Sunday. He is risen. He is risen indeed. May you be blessed. May you be kept in faith. May you know the joy and the power and the grace of our risen Lord. Just a few announcements this week. Obviously, the most important thing has already been said, but we are having worship services at our normal times on Easter Sunday morning, 8:30 at Peace and 10:15 at Nelsonville. I hope that you will avail yourself of the opportunity to come if it is at all possible for you. We will have an Easter message from Pastor Gretchen online and emailed out to everyone, but it would be good to have you gather with us. It is also the resumption of something that some of you have just been desperately clamoring for. That is processional communion, where we get up out of our seats and we walk up front with our neighbors and we receive the body and blood of Christ together at the front of the church. Now remember, it's been a long time since we've done it, so you may have forgotten a few of the things. We are going to be beginning with intinction. That's when you dip the bread into the cup. Look, don't dip it all the way in. This is not like a donut in coffee, right? Just touch your wafer to the surface of the wine. One drop of Christ's blood is more than enough to cover any sin, every sin that you've ever committed. So it's just really important that we care for one another. Nobody wants to drink wine when someone else's fingers have been down inside of it. Just touch the bread to the surface of the wine. We're all going to remember our manners. We're all going to remember how to do this as time goes on. But you will be in advance. You'll know what's going on. Obviously, we're also having the Thursday night service on this coming Thursday, and you're invited to that. That just rolls on and on and on every Thursday night. So 3 opportunities for worship this week and 3 opportunities to gather at the Lord's Supper. There is no Sunday school on the 9th in either church, and there is no communion there is no confirmation on Wednesday the 12th. That's going to be both of those will resume next week, and so Sunday school will begin meeting again on the 16th, and confirmation will resume at Peace on the 19th, discussion groups. So wanted to make you aware of that. On the prayer list, if you take a look at it, you see that there's 2 guys listed as hospitalized. Since we printed the list, both of them have been released from the hospital, thanks be to God. And so we'll just invite you to pray for that list and to as those of you who are local, as you see some of these people, that you find ways to support them as well. We were asked tonight at the Thursday night service to add an aunt in need of prayer. So that's the level of confidentiality that made sense to this family. So God knows who we're talking about. I don't even know who we're talking about. I just know that there's an aunt of this family that's in need of prayer, and I invite you into that. All right, other things that we should talk about. Part of the flat roof and the 1953 wing of Peace caved in a couple weeks ago. Most of you are aware of that. Work on the roof begins on Monday following Easter. So the back parking lot will be closed for the foreseeable future. And I ask everybody to honor that so that the workmen can have their own zone where they can put their supplies and stage what they need to do. Any of you who are interested in helping pay for that roof, your gifts would be deeply appreciated. If we don't find anything else wrong from what we know right now we're at about $107,000 for the repairs. And you know, when we pull back the membrane, we may well find many more troubles. So your gifts would be greatly appreciated. We are hoping not to put any of this on the church mortgage, where we're paying 7 and 7.5%, whatever it is. And so invite you to prayerfully consider how you might support your church in this moment of need. Our blood drive went very, very well. Thank you to all of you who were part of that, whether you were bleeding or whether you were part of the hospitality endeavor. We appreciate it, and it is a way to save lives of our neighbors. We continue to have offering envelopes. We're in April, and so if you haven't picked yours up, presumably you've made other plans to tithe and to make your gifts to the church. But let us know so that we don't order them for you again next year. And if you've decided suddenly that you want your offering envelopes, both churches have them, and we would be happy to give them to you. Oak Grove Cemetery is asking for your prayerful consideration that you would help support the cemetery. The Perpetual Care Fund has gotten very low indeed, and so I just give that to you as an opportunity to do good work in the world and in the community, if that seems right to you. Both women's groups in the women's groups in both the churches are working on doing Lutheran World Relief kits. Over at Nelsonville, they are asking in particular for towels, sturdy combs, and soap. And then at Peace, I don't remember which one they're doing. I think Peace is working on school kits, but if you buy for the kits, I'll get it to the right church. What you want to do is you want to go to the top of the web page, touch the LWR tab, and it'll give you the components of the school kits, the personal care kits, and the baby kits. And if any of those things strike a chord in you, bring them into either church, and I will get them to the group of women who are assembling that particular kind of kit. I think those are the critical announcements. This next week, the church office will be closed Monday and Tuesday. Suzanne will be getting a deserved day off. So the church office will be open after Easter on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Obviously, if you need something, feel free to call Pastor Gretchen or me. Almost all of you have our cell numbers. You all have our home phone number. Just let us know if we can serve you in any way. In the meantime, may God bless and protect you and keep us all in faith. It is the Easter season, and there is nothing that we cannot accomplish through Christ who gives us strength. Bye-bye.